Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video. You join us today for our final taping of Impact Wrestling before our event on the final Friday of the month, which is of course Impact Wrestling, I got it right this week, Sacrifice. So looking forward to it, just touching up a few of the feuds. As always, when we get to actual Sacrifice, there'll maybe be a few added matches. A lot can happen in the space of the 3-4 weeks. We could lose wrestlers, we could bring people in. It just depends who becomes available, and yeah, a lot can happen. Injuries when they're wrestling out with their company can unfortunately happen as well. So, without further ado, let's go on to the go-home show for Sacrifice. So we found out there was a massive 482 fans in attendance at the Collie Track and Soccer Complex. And we have in the ring the Impact World Champion Matt Cardona, and he's joined by the Impact Tag Team Champions Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, and the number one contender for the Impact World Championship, EC3. So to give you an idea, we'll basically have Matt Cardona being run down by EC3, talking about his chances of retaining the title against EC3. This also leads to the Impact Champions coming out, which is the tag champs, which is of course FTR, and they basically say to Cardona they faced him many times in a prior company, and how the hell he's the champion of this one, they just don't know. But looking forward to, ending that reign very early. In fact, they could do that tonight. But this is just to set up our main event. It is going to be Matt Cardona teaming with the number one contenders, the Inflictors of Pain, to take on EC3 and FTR. So that's a 54 for your opener. Your opening match of the evening was decent. Rich Swann picks up the victory over John Silver in 12-12 with a tornado spin kick. This one actually done far better than I expected with the 50 rating. Rich Swann with a 53, John Silver with a respectable 42, and Rich Swann benefiting from a hot new move. So obviously last week we had the Dark Order taunt Rich Swann for losing his championship, and this leads to a matchup that will happen at Impact Wrestling Sacrifice if all goes well. We'll see the team of John Silver and Alex Reynolds from the Dark Order taking on Rich Swann and his friend Willie Mack. So that gathered a 28. We will have a match up here between the Good Brothers and Joe Doring and Ken Shamrock. It was a good wrestling match, decent wrestling, good heat, and it saw the Good Brothers pick up the win over Joe Doring and Ken Shamrock in 9:44 when Shamrock was disqualified when fighting Carl Anderson. So basically wouldn't let go of the countless attacks in the corner. Now you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, just kept going. Referee threw it out, and the Good Brothers pick up the victory here. 53 is not too bad. Doc Gallows was off his game, and I think 9 minutes is about as much as we can go to with Shamrock. Not penalised for stamina, but declining physical ability nonetheless. Moving along, due to this whole shenanigans breaking down, Enzo was basically caught out by Eric Young. Eric Young wanted to catch Enzo and get his hands on him, but Enzo manages to speed off in a car. So basically, Eric Young will not get to attack Enzo until the actual event, when the 3v3 matchup happens. As a 56, it was also get EY away from the tag match as well. So I'm actually quite happy with the 56 because that puts less pressure on the main event. Next up with Sami Callihan. It says basically this one was all about him talking about Pentagon Jr. and his antics last week attacking Petey Williams, and he says he's had a few weeks to recover from his blow-off match with Ken Shamrock. He's feeling good, he's feeling refreshed, and he feels more dangerous than ever before. So if Pentagon Jr. wants to try and take it to extreme lengths against Petey Williams, then Sami Callihan has no problem showing who the two most dangerous man is in Impact Wrestling. So a 49 for that one. I just wanted the big Sami v Pentagon. I think that'd be crazy. So we'll have that. In a terrible wrestling match, we had Rachel Ellering defeat Killer Kelly in 6:46 with a TKO. This was a 26. Storytelling matchup of the day. Rachel Ellering picking up the win. It also leads her to cut a promo where she basically tells the world he's coming. The teacher is on his way. Probably should give away who this is going to be, But yeah, we have a deal for someone to come in. It's not officially signed, hence they didn't sign at the tapings, but they should be in the next couple of days. So we'll have them in time for Sacrifice. So who could Rachel Ellering be talking about? We may spoil it after the show, who knows, but a 25 nonetheless. And about the good heat and decent wrestling, we had Chad Betts defeat Madman Fulton in 14:23 with the Grand Amplitude. This was a 54. Simple matchup here is obviously Ace Austin's big heavy, try to weaken Chad Betts before his matchup. But Madman was off his game as Chad Betts puts in yet another stellar performance. After the matchup, we have Ace Austin jump in with the distraction from Fulton, and he hits Chad Betts with his own Grand Amplitude. So insult to injury and a 52 rating for that. With Thunder Rosa pick up a victory against Madison Rayne, a decent match in 12:49 by pinfall with a reverse DDT, a 45. Again, just utilising Madison Rayne as an over enhancement talent and giving Thunder Rosa a big victory to her name. This leads to a promo on the ramp from Diona, and she just says basically usual, she's coming for that championship, she should never have lost it. It's a disgrace that Thunder Rosa is representing the company and she is the true champion of Impact Wrestling. So 44 for Diona's promo. And our main event for the evening was a superb matchup. Matt Cardona and the Inflictors of Pain defeated EC3 and FTR in 15:57 when Matt Cardona pinned Cash Wheeler with the Rough Rider. Amazing what happens when you book Matt Cardona strong. Actually delivers. But anyway, 61, great. All good performances, close to the 60s for some. Matt Cardona is actually the weakest link out of a lot of them with 53, but if we can build that up, he should get to the level of the other guys. And yeah, just delighted with how that matchup has came out. And we finished the show, babyfaces celebrate Matt Cardona, Dinza and Slamani. So overall, 56, we increase our popularity in 34 regions. Production values are poor, that's fair enough. We'll just quickly run through the card then, what you're going to see at the event. We'll have the introduction of the teacher. We'll have Rich Swann team up with Wally Mack to take on Silver and Reynolds. We'll have the Good Brothers and Enzo against Joe Doring, Ken Shamrock and Eric Young. Sammy Callahan versus Pentagon Jr. We'll have Chad Betts versus Ace Austin. The Knockouts title on the line as Thunder Rosa defends against Diona Purrazzo. The tag titles on the line as the Inflictors of Pain challenge FTR. And the Impact World Championship as Matt Cardona defends against EC3. Not too bad, I'm quite happy. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below. No matches are decided beforehand, I can change my mind quite easily in the 3-week build till the event. But we'll take a wee look, we'll see if we've had any gains from size, if it is predominantly just going to be events that we do seek to gain them. And as I say, I haven't actually booked Sacrifice in yet, so that will need to be basically tonight. So we have a Triple A Gorilla Girl of Cinta Dioro, who is 43, that's a bit too old for what you're looking to build here. Io Shirai to the main roster. Matt Cardona has debuted a new move, and yeah, the fans like to see it, that's good, they're buzzing about it. So he's up to 50. Popularity is what I was looking for. So that's good. Just for winning the championship and a few victories, up to a 46 to 50 over. That's good. What you'll tend to see is, in terms of the popularity gains, I think that's something we'll probably document every like 6 months. So we'll probably go through the whole company when you get the of the year awards so far. So July and January are likely the 2 months we'll get that. That'll be the new signee, so we'll leave that. And we'll give Chris Sabin a brand new contract. Handshake deal, 500 per show, ongoing. That's fine. So it makes 100 more than it would normally be. And we had a massive 119,000 fans watching. So quite a bit to go. But size wise, 43s and a 47, so we have gained a good bit of progress there. So if we just quickly move that out the way to here, you can see that in most places we've gained 5. Apart from obviously the bottom, we've gained 3 since the start, and we've only gained the 3 in the southeast, although we didn't have the greatest start. But I feel we're working in the right direction, and as I say, it's just going to be getting this 47 to that 59. So hopefully we can have a similar month to last month where we made 47,000 profit, although admittedly that was mostly because of sponsors increasing. So sponsors keep going up the way they are, and that's about it. Yeah, it's really sponsorship was the big plus that gave us that. Wages were actually down, which was crazy, but I think they make it back up. And obviously everything else will be that level once it gets to the end of the month. But overall, happy with it. And hopefully you'll join us for Sacrifice in a few days on YouTube. So cheers for watching, good day and good night, take it easy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.